The air quality in the capital at this time is close to 400 and still very poor. It's been close to 2 weeks now and there's been no breathing easy for the national capital region. Farm fires across Punjab and Haryana continue to rage, worsening the already dirty air. Why is stubble burning still continuing? India Today's investigative reporters travelled across Punjab and what they found was staggering. That expensive machine meant for stubble management is lying unused, gathering dust. There are no takers for the seeders and subsidized crop machines which have been bought at top dollar using taxpayer money, but they're just lying completely unused. Here is my lead story tonight.
A city disappears into thick haze every winter. Delhi, its neighborhoods engulfed by a cocktail of emissions, worsened by agriculture fires. Their share in air pollution varies, depending on wind speed and direction. But why farmers from Punjab and Haryana still strike the match to dispose of paddy stubble in the first place? Why transition to mechanized crop waste management has been a tardy process, despite heavy subsidies on alternative technology. When we travelled to Punjab to look for answers, we found stubble management equipment lying idle. Seeders, field drillers and mechanized ploughers of various brands sit unavailed on the compounds of local cooperative societies.
ये मशीनें है ना? हाँ जी.
This when farmers can get 50% subsidy and farm cooperatives 80% to buy these machines under various government schemes. Growers explained why they still find it difficult to use such equipment. They need to pay around 2.5 lakh rupees a machine up front. Subsidies are reimbursed later and often delayed.
रही है अभी सब्सिडी पे, पर उसकी कीमत बढ़ा दी है ज़्यादा। वो इंडस्ट्री वाले को फ़ायदा होता है, वो ज़मींदार को या कोऑपरेटिव सोसाइटी को फ़ायदा नहीं होता। उसकी कीमत बढ़ा के जे पहले रोटावेटर था 1 लाख रुपये का था, उसको थोड़ा सा तब्दीली कर दिया, उसको सुपर सीडर बोल दिया, उसकी कीमत कर दिया 2,40,000 की। पर उतने सरकार उसमें सब्सिडी नहीं टाइम पर देती ना, लंबा टाइम लगा देती है, जे दिन दी भी है तो थोड़ी देती है, पर जेड़ा वादा पहला सरकार करती है वो तो पूरी नहीं उतरती।
Crop waste management machines are mounted on high-powered tractors. Marginal farmers cannot afford heavy-duty tractors and trolleys that are not covered under the subsidy program.
परता जेड़ा छोटा जिम्मेदार है जी, उसका तो ट्रैक्टर नहीं खिंचता, वो तो किराए पर ले जाता नहीं। जो 10% बड़े लोग हैं, 5% कोले तो अपनी मशीनरी होती है, वो तो अपनी से ही काम करते हैं। दूसरे वो ले जाते हैं, वो कम ले के जाते हैं। ये जे साडा गांव है जी, इत्थे तो तकरीबन 100 तो 125 किसान होगा है, उसके पास मशीनरी कम से कम 7 या 8 ट्रैक्टर बड़े होंगे। हमारे गांव बुलरेडी है, वहाँ से 2700 वोट है, वो वहाँ से हो गए 25 ट्रैक्टर बड़े होंगे। 25 से 10 के पास अपनी मशीनरी है, बाकी लोगों के पास सब छोटे ट्रैक्टर हैं।
Mechanized seeders and ploughers can be hired every day. The rent ranges from 100 to 500 rupees an hour.
Alternative technology isn't working. Happy Seeder, for instance, is heavily subsidized machine. It's still not that cheap because it needs a tractor to be mounted on. For using that technology requires special skills and experience. For farmers, letting a match is the easiest solution and cost-effective way.
It's now an annual feature every October and November. Delhi's air quality dips to hazardous levels as local pollutants and smoke from farm fires get trapped in low temperatures. The central government referred to a scientific study and told the Supreme Court that stubble burning contributes 4% of the city's air pollution in winter and 7% in summer.
Another year and the same questions being raised by the Apex Court. Why is it that the government, that the bureaucracy is waiting for court orders to take any action with regard to air pollution in Delhi NCR? The states of Delhi, Punjab, Haryana, Uttar Pradesh and the central government once again getting the strict rap from the Apex Court bench headed by the Chief Justice as to why any emergency measures were not taken in time, and why is it that the government seems to be waiting for the winds and the weather to change and take the pollution away.
Punjab alone has spent 10.45 billion rupees on crop waste management over the years. But with a short window to plant wheat after harvesting rice and no major awareness campaign, farmers instead prefer the polluting method. Some farmers in Punjab complained that there were hardly any dedicated officials on the ground to use the modern technology.
पराली में किसी ने नहीं ली, कोई भी किराए पे नहीं लेकर आया, जैसे शटर बंद था ये ऐसी पड़ी हुई है तब से। सरकार का कोई नुमाइंदा भी नहीं आपके पास आया कहने के लिए इनको निकाल के किसानों को दो, कोई नहीं आया।
Major awareness about new technology, skilling and greater incentives by the government may help wean farmers away from polluting practices. Else, the grain-growing states may soon turn into a junkyard of these unused machines. A special report by Jamshed Khan and Nitin Jain for India Today.
So Punjab has procured a total of 10,024 residue dealing machines which have been acquired by the Punjab government. We don't know how many of those aren't being used, but in the ground reports by our reporters we found multiple machines just lying idle unused. This is unacceptable because money has been spent, these machines have been bought, now you just need to take them out to the farms and start using the machines. We have far fewer machines than we need, but not to use these machines is a criminal waste. You heard in one of those comments from the cooperative society, the representative said that no one has come and bothered to use this machine at all. Joining me on this broadcast is Anumita Roy Chaudhary, Executive Director, Research and Advocacy at the Center for Science and Environment. With us is Lieutenant Colonel Monish Ahuja, he's the Managing Director of Punjab Renewable Energy Systems. They try and use the stubble, turn it into productive use so that it doesn't go up in smoke and start choking us. Atishi joins us, spokesperson of the Aam Aadmi Party, Nupur Sharma from the Bharatiya Janata Party and Abhishek Dutt from the Congress. And I want to go to Abhishek first because that investigation shows in Sangrur and in Patiala, and this is a story done just over 48 hours since the matter started coming up in the Supreme Court. We saw what the Supreme Court was saying. They were asking about these machines. We said, let's just find out if those machines are being used at all. What explanation do you have as the spokesperson of the Congress, which is in power in Punjab, for why these machines are not being used?
Rahul, as far as I understand, Punjab is the only state in Delhi NCR, whether it's UP, whether it's Haryana, who's taken maximum steps to help the farmers. Last year, we registered approximately 1,737 FIRs. We collected 6 crore rupees as fine from stubble burning.
Would you like to answer my question, Abhishek? We've got on our camera. Yes, so just answer my question. I'll deal with your political rhetoric later. There are machines that are lying unused, machine after machine and district after district lying unused, gathering dust. Why is that happening on your watch, Abhishek?
Rahul, I wish you had read the Supreme Court observations today and you were focused more about air pollution in Delhi NCR, where as we are talking, Patiala is on 161 and Delhi is suffering at 360 plus. Stubble burning is a very, very small component towards air pollution in Delhi NCR.
Abhishek,
And no one is
spare me the homilies. I'm asking you a direct question. There are expensive machines. Some of these machines cost running into lakhs. They're lying unused. As the representative of the Punjab government, explain to our viewers why they're not being used properly.
Rahul, they've been properly used. That's the only reason why the air quality levels are under so much of control in Punjab. If what you're saying is correct, Punjab would have been worse than Delhi, and it has never happened.
If what I'm saying is correct, one second, I'm not leveling an allegation. I'm showing you images from multiple districts of Punjab, multiple case studies of machines lying unused. Do you want to tell me why that's happening?
Rahul, can you put one second, Rahul, please don't screen. Can you put the air quality level of Punjab on your screen right now, and then we speak after that? I challenge you to do that. Can you put it on your screen?
Yeah, we have a graphic. We'll call it out right now.
Yes, I've got the graphic in front of me. And let's discuss it on.
I'm asking you a question, Abhishek Dutt. Why are these machines lying unused? Explain just what I'm asking you. Why are these machines lying unused?
This is exactly what the media said. Rahul, why are you changing the goalpost? And this is exactly what the Supreme Court said. People sitting in news channels are creating a different narrative. My problem is in Delhi, I can't breathe. Punjab is absolutely fine. Discuss Delhi with me. Punjab is not suffering the way Delhi is. Punjab is sitting at 160 average. We are sitting at 380. What is a bigger concern for you? Delhi choking or Punjab at 160? If Punjab at 160...
Okay, you're either crazy or you're delusional or you don't understand English or I'm not being able to get through to you or you're deliberately trying to derail this conversation. I have asked you a direct question and I'm asking you for the 7th time. You haven't answered it even once. 10,000 machines have been bought using my money, taxpayer money, this government's money. I'm asking you, Abhishek Dutt, in the story that we ran out, you've got representatives of cooperatives saying, ye machines haven't been used through the whole year. Why is that happening on your watch?
Rahul, I am simply amazed at you and I'm thankful to the Supreme Court for clearly putting it forward that the narrative set is absolutely wrong.
Are you a lawyer, Abhishek? Just tell me one second. I haven't seen you often on the show. Are you a lawyer? Do you happen to be a lawyer?
Rahul, I'm not a lawyer. I'm a person who speaks on facts. You talk to me.
You haven't touched facts. You haven't touched facts. You make facts sound like a 4-letter word. The machines are lying unused. You're saying everything except answering why those machines are not being used.
Tell me one thing, Punjab is sitting at 160 air quality level. AQI is 160.
Sir, do you have any understanding of how... One second. Just turn that fader down. Abhishek Dutt, let me just give you... And Anumita is here. She can explain in greater detail. But pollution is not just a factor of farm fires. It's a factor of farm fires and various other contributors to pollution. And therefore, if you already have the kind of urban concentration that Delhi has and you have farm fires, it exacerbates the problem. So in Punjab, because Punjab is at 161, it doesn't mean that there is no problem in Punjab. That problem is coming from Punjab, and anybody who's not trying to derail the conversation would have the good sense to realize that Abhishek Dutt clearly either lacks common sense or just pretending to be dumb because his answers are making no sense. I want to go across to Anumita because she's apolitical. For her sense of the Congress spokesperson in Punjab saying this is not Punjab's fault that these machines are lying unused. This is somehow Delhi's fault that these machines are lying unused.
So Rahul, you have the evidence right there. You have shown it. Right now we have seen that the machines are lying unused. Clearly what it is bringing out that there is a problem with the last mile. So you have subsidy, you are bringing the machines, but then that last mile management, that how you connect the machines to the farmer, which is affordable, which they are going to access, create a roster at the panchayat level so that each and every farmer has access to the machine on time so that they use it on time and not burn. All that detailing has certainly not been worked out village after village. And that's where the challenge lies today. We know what the solutions are, either on the ground or collect the straw and take it somewhere else to either generate power or to make bio-CNG or pellets. But for both, that's a huge infrastructure challenge that the government has to pay attention to.
But I'm not on, one second, Anumita, I'm not on the infrastructure challenge and the additional machines that need to be purchased. I'm only on the topic of the machines that have been bought, which now the cost is sunk. You made the capital required to purchase the machine. Now just use it.
Absolutely, Rahul. That's the challenge. So you have the machine, but now you have to ensure, so one, that those who own the machine, they need to use it, but also understand.
No, ma'am, these are owned by cooperatives. Many of these machines are owned by cooperatives, and therefore it just needs to be used. It's not one individual who's owning and squatting on that machine.
When we had looked into this issue, the matter had come up, and it was that you have to create the roster at the cooperative level to ensure that how the farmers on a daily basis are going to access that machine. Someone has to do that detailing, ensure that they are getting it, or either they're...
Who should be doing that detailing? Because in one of the case studies, the gentleman says that nobody's been here this whole season, is just lying there.
So it was decided, the cooperatives, the panchayats, the SDM, the district level officials, they are supposed to develop those systems. And it was, in fact, and the marginal farmers, small farmers, they're supposed to get it free. So one is the whole affordability, and another is to create the system. But clearly, it is not happening at the ground level the way it needs to happen. So someone has to pay attention to that. So that's what makes the whole venture so wasteful.
Nupur Sharma, does the central government have a role to play? You should, as the Supreme Court has said, it's everybody's failure, because the central government also doesn't seem to be proactively pursuing this case with the Punjab government, asking them, okay, what happened to those 10,000 odd machines that we bought you? Can you give us an MIS for how those machines are being used? How have they been deployed? It all seems to be Ram Bharose.
No. Good evening, Rahul, to you panelists and also to all your viewers. There might be some truth as far as the topographical factors are concerned in stubble burning having, say, some 4 to 10% at best, worsening things in October, November. But, pollution is not a problem of today and tomorrow and yesterday and day after tomorrow. Pollution is an year-long, year-after-year problem. You cannot ignore the local factors, which is exactly what the Honorable Apex Court has observed and also remarked, oh, now the cat is out of the bag. Can you ignore dust? Construction, which was banned, by the way, but not implemented so by the Delhi government. Can you also ignore domestic factors of vehicular congestion and pollution thereafter, and so many others? Now, simply put, since you asked what is the central government doing, the new Minister for Environment has already last week, 10 days ago, in a televised interview said that I've called a meeting, I've met the environment ministers and I'm going to meet them again. Now, what has the central government done? The centre launched a scheme called Promotion of Agriculture Mechanization for In-Situ Management of Crop Residue in the state of Punjab, Haryana, Uttar Pradesh and NCT of Delhi, under which 1,151 crore, 0.80 crore was actually given out in the period of 2018-19 and 2019-20 to the states of Punjab, Haryana, Uttar Pradesh and NCT. I have the entire chart with me. Now, what the central government is required to do is, after all, we are the government which in 2015 came out with the national AQI. We are the government wherein the Union Minister Gadkari ji had to approach the Delhi government, not the other way around, because we are strictly speaking about Delhi air pollution, for the construction of the Eastern Peripheral Expressway, the reality of which is, may I want to share with you what happened in the Supreme Court. When the centre said the Delhi government should pay 1,000 crore in the 3,500 crore peripheral expressway, the Delhi government flatly refused before the Supreme Court. It is, after all, Gadkari ji who, in an automobile manufacturer meeting, said, if you do not convert to electric vehicles, I will road roll. Recently, the Indian Oil Corporation also announced we are going to come up with 10,000 electric charging stations in the next 3 years across the country. The central government ensured that we skipped from Bharat Stage 4 to Bharat Stage 6 fuel. The fact, and of course, the Pusa decomposer capsule, which is why we are discussing it today. The fact is that the local polluting factors are in toto the responsibility of the Environment Ministry and the local government in a state. When you speak about why the machines are lying unused, well, that's a question you rightly put to Mr. Dutt. But the fact that Delhi decides to only expend 40,000 rupees in 800 out of 30,000 hectares of land that they're supposed to cover and use that Pusa decomposer ghole worth 40,000 rupees but advertise it by 16 crore rupees I mean, that speaks volumes.
Now, Atishi Manlena, both the Congress and the BJP seeking to blame the Aam Aadmi Party government for making this seem as if it's a problem of the farmers of Punjab alone and not doing enough in terms of banning construction, in terms of moving ahead and actually implementing concrete measures in Delhi before this problem exploded in the way that it did to deal with pollution at the local level, Atishi.
Rahul, I would like to now, I heard Nupur out patiently, so I would like to request that I be allowed to speak uninterrupted.
Sure.
Number one, as we all know, and Anumita is on this show, I don't think I need to go into the technical details. Pollution in Delhi has sources within Delhi and it has sources outside of Delhi. Now, within Delhi, if you were to ask me what has Delhi government done, I will concretely tell you 3 or 4 things that we have done. In Delhi, no diesel or virtually no diesel gensets are used anymore because of 24/7 electricity. Delhi is the only state where all industry uses pressurized natural gas and does not use polluting fuels. Delhi, it has over the last few years done extensive tree plantation. Delhi over the last few years has experimented with biodecomposer solution, even though we have a very limited amount of rural area. Now you can tell me that maybe this is not enough and more needs to be done. And we are doing more in terms of having a very extensive electric vehicular policy, increasing the number of buses, building charging stations for electric vehicles, and we will continue to do more. What deeply bothers me is the fact that on every such conversation, neither the Congress nor the BJP, which rule the neighboring states, which includes Uttar Pradesh, which includes Haryana, which includes Punjab, are ever willing to say even one step that they have taken to reduce air pollution. Yes, stubble burning is an extremely major cause. It is shocking that the Solicitor General can stand up and virtually lie in the court and say it causes only 4%, whereas their own Air Quality Commission in the same case has said that at this point of time in the year, 35 to 40% pollution is caused by stubble burning. But it's not just stubble burning. Today itself, CSE, Center for Science and Environment, has released data that in the last 10 days, the PM 2.5 levels in Delhi, only 31% are emanating from Delhi. The rest are coming from districts which are neighboring Delhi. Now, in that context, what have the neighboring states of Haryana, of Punjab, of Uttar Pradesh, apart from stubble burning, done to actually reduce diesel genset usage in their area? What have they done to remove thermal power plants? Delhi is now the only state that has.
Okay, Nupur, do you want to answer some of these questions? These are good questions from. Okay, go on.
Not just that, brick kilns. Brick kilns are a major source of pollution. There's not a single brick kiln within the radius of Delhi, but both Uttar Pradesh, Haryana have very large number of polluting brick kilns. Industries just outside of Delhi, both in Haryana and Uttar Pradesh, use pet coke, extremely polluting fuel, all of which has been documented by Center for Science and Environment. I want to hear what the governments of Haryana and Punjab and Uttar Pradesh, at least one step, let each of these governments put forward one step that they have taken to reduce this pollution.
Nupur.
Allow me. I'll just, 4 short points. Well, you know, Atishi, I'm glad you asked. The Honorable Supreme Court also said it's become fashionable to just blame the farmers, but also observe, now you may want to answer, that 76% of Delhi's air pollution woes come from industry, dust, vehicles and construction. Pray tell me, what have you done to control that? Because construction was banned by the Honorable Supreme Court. Your government in Delhi did not follow suit. No, that's what the Supreme Court has said. Allow me, I'll tell you something. Rahul, there is no final judgment. Rahul, I did not tackle you.
Okay, Atishi, you asked for silence. Atishi, be fair. You asked for silence when you were speaking. Nupur heard you out. Now allow Nupur to complete. We'll come back to you for a counter. Nupur, go ahead. Nupur, go ahead, please. Yes, respond to this question. What are the states of Uttar Pradesh and Haryana doing to deal with pollution? Okay, Nupur Sharma, what are your states doing to deal with pollution? Nupur.
I'm giving the answer. Please, and you will please allow me my time, because I did not heckle Madam here, because she thinks she is superseding the Apex Court, which has till date, not on record, said that the 76% measurement or statistics is fake. Madam, you need to learn the law a bit better since you are an MLA in the Assembly of Delhi. Where has the Supreme Court ordered in finality that the 76% statistics is fake? No, madam, please don't confuse suffer. Don't confuse suffer. If you're going to allow this, I'm sorry, Rahul, that's not the way to debate. You only said...
Okay, just fade her down. Atishi's fade her goes down. She's not being fair.
Rahul, may I please answer? That's not fair. That's not fair. That's not fair. The suffer, the commission she's talking about suffer, reads the air quality PM 2.5, PM 10 daily. And I'm sorry, it is not about air pollution yesterday or day before. Air pollution overall throughout the years, the statistics Rahul himself gave, roughly accounting to 4 to 10% throughout the year. Let's actually get the elephant out of the room rather than bickering that suffers reading today was this, yesterday was this, day before yesterday was this. I think I've made myself clear. Since you asked what Haryana has done, I'll tell you what Haryana has done. Haryana in this year's budget dated February 28, 2020-21 actually allocated 454 crores to deal with crop residue. Last year, Haryana government started buying parali or stubble at 50 rupees per quintal. Thereafter, when that scheme succeeded, Haryana government started giving out 1,000 rupees per acre to each farmer so that they can deal with stubble, not burn it. 17 October 2021, the Haryana Chief Minister has come on record, and I urge you to Google like I did in the last debate. He's come on record in public and said, this year there have been no instances of stubble burning. Now you come to Uttar Pradesh. Uttar Pradesh has been the sole government around NCR which has actually gone down to zero carbon footprint in national saving offices. This is done by the UP government, no less, in places like Agra, Firozabad, Mainpuri and Mathura. I have a simple question, because the Honorable Supreme Court has not said anywhere this 76% Agra is fake. What have you done since you write in all your manifesto, election after election, we are going to introduce road vacuum cleaning?
Just 1 second. I want to go across to Kuldeep Singh, who's a farm leader joining us from Punjab. Kuldeep ji, है दसो, इन्हीं जारी जो मशीनें हैं वो यूज क्यों नहीं हो रही हैं? There's so many machines across Punjab, वो ऐसी पड़ी हुई है, residue burning machines, धूल खा रही हैं, इस्तेमाल नहीं हो रही हैं. अगर खरीद ली गई है तो इस्तेमाल करने में क्या प्रॉब्लम है?
पहले तो इंडिया टुडे जी का बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद. जिस मशीन की आप बात करते हो, जो ये बीजेपी या आम पार्टी के बुलारे या और बुलारे भी बोल रहे हैं, हम बेशक हिंदी स्पोक्समैन हैं लेकिन कुछ कुछ समझ रहे हैं. ये जो मशीन की बात करते हैं, एक गांव में एक मशीन दी जाती है, वो उसकी हालत इतनी खस्ता है, वो खेत में चलने की लायक नहीं है. आप हमें बताइए कि जिस गांव में, जो पंजाब के गांव हैं, कम से कम छोटे से बड़े गांव, किसी में 2000 एकड़ होता है, किसी में 1500 एकड़ होता है, उसमें एक मशीन कैसे पूरा कर पाएगी?
अरे पाजी जी नहीं यूज हो सकती है, उन्हीं तो यूज तो करो, जितनी यूज कर सकते हो उतनी तो यूज कर. नहीं सर, वो अभी हमारी रिपोर्ट में आया, वो मशीन ताला बंद है, धूल खा रही है, पड़ी हुई है गैराज के अंदर, यूज ही नहीं हुई पूरे सीजन.
देखिए यूज कर रहे हैं, लेकिन केंद्र सरकार और राज्य सरकारों ने ये प्रदूषण जो दिल्ली का, पंजाब के पर ऊपर एलिगेशन लगता है, ये धुआं पंजाब से नहीं जाता, ये पंजाब का धुआं दिल्ली नहीं जाता, ये धुआं तो वहाँ गाड़ियां जो चल रही हैं, पिछले दिनी दिवाली का पर्व मनाया गया, उसके लिए
सर,
उसकी वजह से धुआं प्रदर्शन है.
सर वो गाड़ियां तो प्रॉब्लम है ही. नो, वन सेकेंड, लेट्स नॉट गेट कंफ्यूज्ड हियर. कुलदीप जी, गाड़ियों से प्रदूषण होता है, इसमें कोई शक नहीं हो सकता, यह हकीकत है. मैं सिर्फ ये जानना चाह रहा हूं कि 10,000 के आसपास जो मशीनें खरीदी गई हैं, जो कि आज सुप्रीम कोर्ट में कहा गया कि 10,024 मशीनें खरीदी गई हैं, रेजिड्यू मशीन्स, इनका इस्तेमाल ठीक से क्यों नहीं हो रहा? जो आपके पास इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर नहीं है, बड़े गांव हैं और मशीनों की जरूरत है, ये सारी बातें मुझे समझ में आती हैं. मैं सिर्फ ये पूछ रहा हूं कि जो मशीनें आई हैं, जो खरीदी जा चुकी हैं, जिन पे पैसा खर्च हो चुका है, वो मशीनें यूज क्यों नहीं हो रही हैं?
बिल्कुल हो रही हैं, पूरे गांव में हो रही हैं. अगर आपको हम अपनी बात करें, हमने इस बार 165 खेत दान की फसल थी हमारी खुद की, उसमें एक भी कनाल को आग नहीं लगाई, हमने वेलर से गठ बनवाई. लेकिन सरकारों की तरफ से पंजाब के किसानों के लिए या हरियाणा के किसानों के लिए अभी तक कोई पूरा सिस्टम नहीं बनाया है, कोई मदद नहीं की जा रही। एक मशीन बहुत कम होती है, ये जो मशीनें हैं ये 60 हाउस पावर ट्रैक्टर खींचता है और छोटे किसानों के लिए ये बिल्कुल नामुमकिन है, आग लगाना उनकी मजबूरी बन जाती है। हम तो चाहते हैं ये जो राज्य सरकारें, जब केंद्र सरकार बोलती है प्रदूषण करने, या दिल्ली सरकार बोलती है, वो हमारी पटारी फटी में उठा के
Munish, you're on the ground in Punjab working, trying to deal with stubble. Can you explain what you're making of the politics and what you're making, more importantly, of the fact that these machines have been purchased and many of them now don't seem to be used, Monish?
Rahul, thanks. This is Colonel Monish Ahuja, and it's a matter of fact that the machines are not being used. They are not being used because if you are going to use these machines in a season of 45 days, one set of machine is going to give you 2,000 tons of output. And where are you going to store the 20 million metric tons in Punjab or the 40 million metric tons around the north region? Once you bring this out and you store it, for each ton of paddy straw that you remove, you require a working capital of 2,000 rupees. That means in a 45-day period, to be able to remove this paddy straw, 8,000 crores of working capital is required. Who is funding this? Nobody. So by just giving equipment, 10,000 out equipment on the ground, where is the working capital every year, 8,000 crores required to manage this 40 million metric ton coming? It's not coming. And if it is to come, where is the demand to use it? The demand to use 40 million metric ton is not there. So are we saying that we are not going to burn it in the fields? The farmers are going to remove it. We are going to store it after spending 8,000 crores and then have a Diwali of burning it? Absolute nonsense.
Now that's the problem, Abhishek, that you bought these machines, but you haven't built the support structure, the surround sound, to be able to use these machines effectively.
So what do we need to do? And Rahul, what we need to do is concurrently ensure that this working capital, the demand for a yearly usage and policies for demand have been brought in by government. And multi-sectoral. There is a 70 million metric ton demand which has come for co-firing with coal. There is a demand which has come for the CBG projects. There is a demand which has come for ethanol. But these projects are not there on the ground. And the lowest hanging fruit which we can actually do is utilize this rice paddy straw for doing biomass IPPs, for producing electricity in the raw form. And today it is so appalling that Haryana and Punjab have cancelled the existing PP of the plants which have come up. So even they are unable to collect and use it. What are we talking about using?
So Abhishek, the fact that support infrastructure hasn't been built which can lead to these machines being properly and effectively utilized.
Rahul, allow me to speak now since you've given everyone ample time to speak. And I will start with the first report about air pollution and I'll come to Punjab also. Delhi government took a report from IIT Kanpur. That report specifically talked about causes of... I'll come to Punjab.
Abhishek, do you not... One second, Abhishek. I think we need to get this clear. You're on my show. I'm asking you a question. I expect that you answer the question that you're asked. You can't go off on a tangent. Time is... No, Abhishek. You will answer the question that you're being asked. You want to run your own show. You said it. No, sir. No. I'm asking you a question. Even in the first 5 minutes, this is completely wrong. Even in the first 5 minutes you spoke, you didn't answer my question. My question is, why has support infrastructure not been built? You want to run your own show? You set up your own show. You do what you want, whether it's on TV or YouTube. Here you will answer the question that you're being asked.
Rahul, you know the problem is, you were talking to one person from Punjab who started telling you the facts. You don't want to listen to him. You want to listen to your reporters in Punjab shooting these machines which are not working.
Yes.
But if the infrastructure is not there, that will be created. The center, if you go by the NGT guidelines, NGT had passed a very clear order that the center has to come forward and support the states because they don't have the financial capacity. If Punjab has taken a step to buy 10,000 machines, in total we bought more than 21,000 machines. Yes, we need support from the center. Let the center come forward and support us. That is one part of your answer. But the second part is you'll have to allow me to speak on what I also want to say on your show. You've given everyone a time to speak. When I speak, you put my fader down. You don't want to trust the Supreme Court. You don't want to trust IIT Kanpur. You don't want to trust CSE. Then who do you want to trust? 10%, maximum 15% is the cause from paddy burning. Bigger issues you don't want to talk. You don't want to talk about dust in Delhi.
We've spoken about that in the past. That's not the point. The point is we're dealing with the investigation that we put out today, and the point that you make, and I want Nupur Sharma to respond to it, is the fact that the center isn't helping enough. That the center can allocate more money, which can allow for the infrastructure required for the machines to be used effectively to come up, and that's where the center is lacking. Nupur Sharma, quick final comments.
You know, untrue. You know, Rahul, this country works on cooperative federalism. I've already given out 1,152 crores, which the government passed in the in-situ crop residue management. In fact, Punjab, for that matter, got 274 crores in the last financial year. But look, the difference is that Haryana government decided to come up with a very comprehensive plan worth 1,304 crore rupees to deal with crop residue. Can Punjab give me an answer for that? Of course, we don't want any answer from the Aam Aadmi Party, which spent 40,000 rupees and gave out advertisements over 40,000 rupees worth of work, worth 16 crore rupees. But I do have a few questions of the Aam Aadmi Party. They actually tom-tommed in advertisements that they were working 6 road vacuum cleaning machines. And mind you, 80% of Delhi roads come under Delhi government PWD. Remaining 20% come under MCD. So bit rich for them to say MCD ne safai nahi kari, as the Supreme Court caught them on the wrong foot. Now my simple question is that tom-tom, they are working 6 road vacuum cleaning machines. You know, in an affidavit in 2017 before the Honorable Delhi High Court, they had to perforce speak the truth. They were only working one. No, they were only working one. In fact, that was on Acha ma'am, are you saying Delhi is full of gullies? 60 feet road. 60 feet road is, I'm sorry, 75 to 80% of Delhi roads are above 60 feet breadth. So are you saying Delhi gully nukke hai? So 60 feet road are under PWD.
Madam ji,
please
get your facts corrected.
अच्छा तो दिल्ली में गलियां ज़्यादा है. दिल्ली में गलियां ज़्यादा है, सड़कें नहीं है. दिल्ली में गलियां ज़्यादा है, सड़कें बता दीजिए. Tell me the proportion.
Is controlled by MCD, number one.
So Delhi has more gullies than main roads.
Let me remind you,
you're now saying we're living in a rural area. Now the Aam Aadmi Party to absolve itself.
MCD is responsible for cleaning all the roads in Delhi.
That Delhi is full of gullies.
Okay, time out. This is quite pointless, and it's pointless because if everybody finds what the other is not doing, then it's a vicious circle. We'll keep going around in circles and nothing will come off this. If everybody deals with what they need to deal with, then maybe we will take some incremental step towards progress. If those machines have been bought, ensure that those machines are being used, send out representatives from the local government to ensure that those machines are being effectively used, speak to those cooperative leaders, by and by build the infrastructure required for the machines to be effectively utilized. Otherwise, those machines are gathering dust. You're making declarations in Supreme Court that 10,000 machines have been used. They serve no purpose, as this India Today investigation reveals. Don't blame the other. Look within, see what you can do, because all of us, whether it's Atishi, whether it's Nupur, whether it's Anumita, we're all breathing the same toxic air and we're all dying. Our children are dying, our parents are dying, and this is not the way to go. And politicians simply can't see beyond politics. Terribly sad this. Slipping into a break, I'll have more for you on the other side. Stay with us. While India ramps up vaccination, it's also fighting hesitancy. Mumbai Mayor Kishori Pednekar has urged celebrities to come out and encourage people to take the COVID vaccine. She said that the pace of vaccination in the Muslim community was slow because of religious festivals, and that she hopes that the community will shed inhibitions and come out and get vaccinated and fight the virus. After the Mumbai Mayor's appeal, Salman Khan put out a video message asking people not to fall for rumours about vaccines.
कहना चाहता हूं कि कोरोना वैक्सीन को लेकर गलत बातें ना फैलाएं, और दूसरी बात हमें ये समझना होगा कि वैक्सीन लगाकर आप अपने आप को ही नहीं बल्कि आपके परिवार, समाज और देश को भी सुरक्षित रखने में योगदान दे रहे हो।
अगर कोई मुस्लिम समाज या अल्पसंख्यक समाज के बारे में किसी को समझाने की जरूरत पड़ती तो वहाँ पर भी हम मौलवी को बोल के उनका वीडियो लेके भी समझा रहे हैं। हर जहाँ पर मुस्लिम बहुल तालुका या ज़िला है वहाँ पर भी हम इस तरह का प्रयोग कर रहे हैं। और कुछ सेलिब्रिटीज़ है उनका भी वीडियो, जैसा कि सलमान भाई का भी वीडियो हमने किया है और वीडियो के माध्यम से उन्होंने बहुत अच्छी तरह से अपील की है। ये अपील कोई सिर्फ एक समाज के लिए नहीं है, ये सभी समाजों के लिए और सभी भारत देश के सभी लोगों के लिए।
This is where I wrap up the news track tonight. For your time and your trust, thank you very much. I look forward to seeing you 8 p.m. tomorrow evening. Till then, from all of us here on the news track team, goodbye, stay well, stay safe.